Well, joining us now is Javed Akhtar, the screenwriter responsible for Amitabh Bachchan's superstardom, along with Salim Khan, Salim Javed as they were called, were responsible for a string of Amitabh Bachchan hits in the 1970s, films like Zanjeer, Diwar, Dawn, and of course Sholay. It's interesting that, you know, his stardom began with Zanjeer, a film that you co-wrote with Salim Saab, but he wasn't the first choice for Zanjeer, was he?
Actually, he was the last choice. You know, when we had written the script, we were quite convinced that the right actor for this role is Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. But, in film industry, you are as good as your last film. Yes. So, that is why he was what you say, not viable. And our producer, director, Mr. Prakash Mehra, contacted almost all viable stars, but fortunately none of them agreed to play this role. They refused the film. And hats off to Prakash Mehra that he stuck to the script, and he, although all the big stars and saleable stars refused the script in the film, he decided to take Amitabh Bachchan in distance. But I think he should be appreciated because he put his money where his mouth was, and that is how it happened. So not only that he was not the first choice, he was actually last choice.
Oh, that's quite interesting that he was the last choice for Zanjeer. But what was it about the angry young man persona that, you know, was a thread through many of the films that you wrote for him? That appealed to audiences? Was it the times that we were living in the 1970s? What was it?
We were not aware of any kind of socio-political relevance of this script. We enjoyed writing this story, and we enjoyed writing this particular character. And I'm happy that we were unaware. And these scripts were not written for Amitabh Bachchan. They were just written because that was the time when he had just joined the club, and I remember whether Zanjeer or Diwar or Sholay, it was an up task to be But the moment Zanjeer released, things become easier. With Diwar and Sholay, obviously he was much further from the number one. He was from 1 to 10, he was the star. But before that, it was really tough because people were not convinced that he can be a commercially viable star. In spite of the fact that, I don't know why they couldn't see that here is a volcano of talent. His films were bad, the direction was bad, the scripts were bad. But even his worst film, if you see him, which was in the beginning, his work was impeccable.
Well, but Javed Saab, coming to Sholay though, you know, you had such a big star cast in Sholay, and Ramesh Sippy was telling us, you know, how they were actually looking for not a big star, you know, you already had Dharminder and others, so that's why he turned to Amitabh Bachchan at the time, although, you know, people told him don't get this lambu, it might not be so good for the film. What do you think Amitabh Bachchan brought to that movie? Did he actually exceed even your expectations in terms of how that character played out?
No, I'm in a no-win situation. If I say he exceeded my expectations, it means my expectations were not high enough. If I say he did not, then too it won't be a compliment. So you have put me in a no-win situation. The fact is that I was totally convinced, as convinced as I am convinced that I am talking to you, that this is an exceptionally great, usually mammoth talent. He never failed us. Never failed us. Writers are very finicky people, and they always keep complaining. Dekho, I had written this scene with this intention, and this dialogue meant this, and the subtext of that line was that. The actor did not understand. But I have done perhaps 12 or 13 pictures with him. I have no such complaint even for one pause or one word.
Well, Javed Saab, it's a pleasure to talk to you on this big day. Thank you so much for coming and leading the tributes to Amitabh Bachchan today. Thank you very much.